Afternoon, Mikel. How are you?
Hello.
Just one place to start, of course, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I wonder if you could elaborate further on the statement released by the club. How has it led to this decision?
I don't have much more to say. I think it's a really clear statement from the club. It's a decision that we have made following the incident, the last incident that we have with the player. And this is where we stand.
How many incidents have there been, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't mind you asking, but I cannot go any further on that. As you can believe, when we have to make that decision, obviously it's because it's the right one to defend the interests of the football club.
How did Oba take it? Did you break the news to him yourself?
Yes, we did it. Both the club having a personal conversation and myself face to face with the player.
And how did Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang take it?
He had to accept the decision.
I wonder, with the next steps, is there any decision made yet? Are there any thoughts on who's going to be the next captain?
Well, we have the leadership group, and within that we have different players that are nominated to be captain. In the last game, it was Laka. We have Granit as well, which has been captain as well. So we will follow that. Obviously, it's a really unpleasant situation, and it's not the moment to make any rash decision. That leadership group is really strong. Is the one that communicates with myself, the coaching staff, and with the club in a really clear and a strong way. And we're going to continue like that. That's one of the decisions that we made, to make that group a little bit better and try to educate them and try to get the right feedback all the time and build that trust and a strong culture around the club. And it's working really well, so we'll continue to do that.
I'm sure you're aware of this, but the next captain will be Arsenal's 11th in 14 years. How important is it to get this decision right for the short-term future of the club?
It is really important, but for me, having the leadership group is something that has been tremendously helpful, because then you get different voices. It's a really multicultural dressing room that needs a lot of attention and different feelings and different languages, and they all have to be involved, and I'm really comfortable with that.
In terms of the effect of this decision on the dressing room, has there been any effect, would you say, or not?
Well, they accepted the decision, and I think they know, because they have committed to it and they have demanded that we want to take our culture, our demands, and who do we want to be as a club and how we want to represent this football club to a different level. And when those standards are not met, you know that you cannot participate in our daily basics.
I know you talk of the leadership group at Arsenal, but I wonder how big an opportunity, how big a test this is for the leadership qualities of the entire squad, regardless of how young your team is at Arsenal.
It's a really unpredictable environment and sports, and every day is harder and harder to live with a lot of things that happened. But they are dealing with it extremely well. You see what they are already doing on the pitch, the amount of importance that they are taking around the club, and how vital they've been in our very close season. So that's what I want. I want them to take accountability. They want to be important players in the team. It has to be on and out the field. And when those decisions are taken, they have to participate on them as well, because they're a big part of that.
Just a couple of final ones from me, just away from Oba. How is the team looking ahead of West Ham? Obviously, COVID is very, very prevalent at the minute. Any news with regards to testing?
No, the rest is always good. Hopefully, we handle negative tests with the players. And regarding that, obviously, is a big concern with everything that is happening in the league and in the country. But hopefully, everybody will be available and fit.
And just on West Ham, how impressed are you with them continuing their form from last season into this one as well?
Yeah, very much. For me, one of the best teams in the league. And the spirits, the understanding that they have, the clarity in what they want to do, and how much they are able to hurt teams with the way they play. It's been impressive, because a part of that, they've been really, really consistent.
Many thanks, Mikel. Best of luck against West Ham.
Thanks, Andy. Come next to Paul Gilmore, Sky.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Mikel, you've been very clear and consistent in the past about the non-negotiables. Given this is another breach by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, would you consider selling him in January?
What I can say right now is that we have made this decision that unfortunately is really a tough one. And obviously, if I had to choose, I wouldn't like to be sitting here talking about it, but we had to do it. And the next one is that for now, he's not involved in the squad.
When will he be back involved in the squad?
What I can say is for now, it's as you can understand, it's been a lot to digest and a really difficult decision to make. So we need a bit of time.
From your personal point of view, is there a way back for him?
What I can tell you now is to make the decision that we made is because it was really hurting. And it's still like this. And it needs a little bit of time to heal. So for now, again, he's not involved in the squad.
How would you describe your relationship with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang?
Since I've been here, really, really good. That's what is painful.
And you talk about that conversation. You say that he had to accept your decision. Did he dispute it at all?
No.
So he totally agreed with the club decision, with your decision?
I cannot go any further about personal conversations. I tell you how it was done, and it's the way I like to do it, eye to eye, and that's it.
You've had the leadership group in the past. Which players, maybe outside of that group, have impressed you with a view to possibly coming into that leadership group?
That leadership group can be mold and alter, and you can have people coming in and out as well in relation to the topic that you are discussing, the moment that they are living in the team, and as well when you need them to mature or to be involved in something that is going to be very important in their education. And we have players there that are constantly going to be involved, and others that they're going to be participating as well, because at the end is a team building thing.
And just finally, on the game itself, it's obviously, again, more headlines for sort of off the pitch stuff. Are you concerned that will have any impact on performance, or does this have the potential to unite everybody in the team?
Unfortunately, we have to be clear about the situation, and I think it's better to put it out there. The amount of games that we're going to play, whether it is now and in 3 days' time, is not going to be any different. To close on the speculation and try to be transparent and clear of what we've done, I thought it was the right decision to do it right now, and the team is fully focused, thinking that the game tomorrow is vital for us.
Thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. George at the BBC.
Thanks, Mark. Mikel, if Pierre had scored 10 goals in his last 5 Premier League matches, would you have still made the same decision regardless?
Without a question of a doubt.
And has he said sorry for everything that's unfolded over the past week?
I cannot discuss what I have discussed with him. Sorry, George.
Okay. In terms of Granit Xhaka, is there every opportunity that it's possible that Granit Xhaka could be your next Arsenal captain after everything that's happened with him in the past?
Granit is one of the captains, and he's part of the leadership group, and he's a really important player for us.
Just switching aside, have you had any positive COVID tests in the past 24 hours? There's been other outbreaks with the Man United game last night, and I just wondered what the current situation is with Arsenal.
No, we haven't had any player tested positive.
Okay, thanks very much. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, George. Ian at TalkSport.
Hi, Mikel. How are you?
Hi.
I'm going to ask you bluntly, do you think that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has played his last game for Arsenal?
What I can say is for now he's out of the squad, he's not involved, and sadly this is the decision that we have taken.
But do you see a way back for him? Because from the outside, this has a similar feel to how life at Arsenal ended for Mesut Ozil.
It's a really particular situation. First of all, with the importance that the player has in at the club with the role, with the relationship that I have with him. But unfortunately, and this is the situation that we have, and we have to face it.
It's not ideal for you, is it? I mean, you've gone through a season whereby you had yourself a roller coaster season, people criticising you at the beginning, and then obviously coming through and having that great run of 10 unbeaten. This is not the sort of thing you needed really on your plate, is it?
For sure. I hope I was talking here today, guys, about something different and talking about Oba in a completely different way. But again, we have to make decisions, and I'm here with the club to try to make the right decisions every single day. And this is all we try to do.
The team responded well on Saturday with a really good win. Are you hoping that, again, it can galvanise them tomorrow? Because West Ham have been on a terrific run. If they beat you tomorrow, they'll have beaten every team this season that finished in the top 10.
No, I'm hoping that the team tomorrow is going to get out there with the fire in the eyes and knowing the importance of the game. They are on a catching distance, and tomorrow we play at home in front of our people, and we expect a great performance and a great result.
And last one, we're back talking via computer today. We have been back with you in person just a couple of weeks ago. COVID is rising in the country. Players are contracting COVID. Are you worried we could be heading backwards towards football being played behind closed doors in 2022?
Well, everything that happened this week, obviously, is a really worrying sign. There are games that they've been cancelled and postponed for that reasons. Players, staff members with really high numbers of positive tests. So, it's really worrying.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks, Ian. Nick, Haters.
Hi there. Thanks for your time again, Mikel. I'll try to not do too much on Oba, but you said before the game on Saturday that this was something like this was just the start. So is there an ongoing sort of disciplinary situation with him, which could even mean that he's in breach of his contract because of the disciplinary transgressions?
What I can say again is that we have made that decision based on certain moments where he's not has fulfilled his duties, and that's it. An expectation and the commitment we need from every player is at a different level, and that's why we were forced to make that decision.
So presumably there's some things you can't even discuss with us, some things you can't go into because of that, is it?
I try to explain the situation as clear as I possibly can, but obviously there are situations and private matters that I cannot discuss with you. But I think you all should know the reasons why, and instead of having any excuses, tell the truth and act consequently to that. And I think this club and its people and every supporter needs transparency, whether they agree or not, to be told what happened and the truth and why we have made that decision.
I know you didn't want to be in this situation, but it could be a sort of a boost. It could be a fresh start for the team, for the supporters, and for someone else to come in and give the team a lift even.
Well, we have to deal with the situation right now. We have to make the most out of it. And the thing is that tomorrow we have a game and we have to show how much we care about that game tomorrow. And I'm sure that every player that steps in that pitch is going to be 100% committed.
Like I say, it's a huge game, isn't it? Because there was a lot of pressure when you went to Liverpool, Man United and Everton and lost all three of those. So this one, it's a huge game. The players can't really feel the pressure. They have to get a win, don't they?
Well, it's a big game because the position they are in and the position that we want to be in. And tomorrow we have the opportunity at home in front of our people to do that. And that will be a big, big boost.
Do you think having the crowd behind you will make a big difference compared to those away games when you couldn't win? Well,
you can see when the crowd gets behind the team, the moments that they are creating, and a really good example it was against Southampton again, and that's what the players are talking right now, that they know tomorrow night under the lights they will be right behind the team, and they want to please them.
Good stuff. Okay, best luck in the match. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. That ends the live broadcast section.